I moved on from Kuala Lumpur and now I'm in the city of Malacca, the historic city on the Straits of Malaysia. Over the years, Malacca has experienced many wars and has been conquered first by the Portuguese, then the Dutch, and then finally the British. We will see evidence of all three occupations as we explore this fascinating city. I'm all checked into my hostel. I've got my own room for the first time in quite a while, and my hostel is right in the heart of the old town, and it's just beautiful. I've just took a walk. I've literally been at my hostel for about half a minute or something, and I'm already just blown away by Malacca. It's such a beautiful old city. This street that I'm on now is filled with various bits of street art, so let's go and take a look at that. I've been busy travelling from Kuala Lumpur to Malacca. I've not even had a coffee yet, so I just walked down on this lovely street, and yeah, it's a nice little coffee shop. Now I do know this street because just up here on the left hand side there's something called a tofu cafe, which as far as I remember don't actually sell tofu, but they do sell cheap beer, so I'm hoping that's still there. Well, this is an interesting place that I missed last time. It's the mausoleum of Hang Jebat. Hang Jebat was one of the legendary 5 brothers in arms that also included Hang Tuah, who served as admirals during the reign of the Malay Sultanate of Malacca. Hang Tuah was the most popular of the Sultan, and the others became jealous, so they made up a story that he'd had an affair with the Sultan's missus, and so the Sultan had him killed. Hang Jebat was disgusted that the Sultan had killed his best friend, so he went on a rampage, killing thousands of people in the royal court. What the Sultan didn't know was that Hang Tuah wasn't actually dead, he'd been hidden, and once he found this out, he said to him, look, you're the only person that can stop Hang Jebat. He's going round killing people because he thinks I've killed you, and so he went out and killed him because he was fiercely loyal to the Sultan. The mausoleum of Hang Jebat. Well, this is the old tofu cafe, and according to Google Maps, it's permanently closed. That's a real shame, because that was a typical mom and pop little cafe. Really nice people who ran it. The 2 times I went there, it was the same people in there. There's only a couple of people in there. In these old crumbling buildings, we now have lots of really nice cafes. In fact, I was going to stay here at the V Space. This mosque is unusual in that it has Hindi influence. This looks like a pagoda, and apparently some of the tile work is English and Portuguese. It was built in 1748. I'm literally on the same street as the mosque. You walk 10 meters, and now we're coming up to a Chinese temple. The Ching Hun Temple, I do believe it's called. This one was constructed in 1673 when the Chinese first settled here. It's the oldest temple in the country. Guessing that these are people's ashes in these little boxes here. This is the temple stage, so I would imagine that they have like kind of Chinese theatre and dance performing on there during specific dates, religious ceremonies, and the path leads straight into the temple, the Cheng Hun Tang. It's such a beautiful city, Malacca, and I didn't realise how big it actually was. I thought it was only small, but I was looking today and I found out that there's a population of nearly 600,000. Now I don't know whether that's Malacca the city or the Malacca the state, because this is the capital of Malacca. Malacca is the capital of Malacca or something. This one's tucked away on the side street. Do not want to mess with him. This is Datuk Wira Dr. Gan Boon Leong. Not only was he Mr. Malacca, Mr. Malaysia, Mr. Asia, but also Mr. Universe, the father of bodybuilders in Malaysia. Right, so I've come right over to the far end of the old town, and now I'm going to walk all the way through the old town on Jonker Walk, or Jonker Street. Every Friday and Saturday they have a big night market that runs the full length of this street, and it's really famous, and people tend to come to Malacca when this night market's on. Last time I was here, I missed it. I wasn't here for the weekend, and this time I'm going to miss it again. I was looking for this place, Melaka. It's organic honey producer. They make honey from stingless bees, but they too have gone. It looks like we've got to the end of Jonker Walk then. Right, I'm okay for now. Very nice though, very nice. That is the way to get around in Malacca. One of the dishes that's famous in Malacca is these chicken rice balls. These things. To be honest, they're pretty plain. This looks good though. So this is actually a chain restaurant. I first saw this in Georgetown, and then I saw them again, maybe in Ipoh or Taiping, I can't remember. Certainly there's at least a couple of them in Kuala Lumpur, and yeah, they've got one here. Very expensive. Let's go and have a look at some of these little funky taxis then. So we've seen the Spider-Man one. Well, we've got a few Spider-Man ones. My Little Pony, Squid Games, Hello Kitty, Spider-Man again. Wow, we've got all kinds of things going on. Hello Kitty, what's this one? Pokemon. That guy, Minion, forgot what they were. Just some random sharks. Spider-Man seems quite popular. Well, this is the Dutch Square, also known as Red Square for obvious reasons. Well, this is just purely souvenirs for tourists. Malacca t-shirts, Malacca bags. Nothing of any interest here. So I'm being interviewed by these guys from Indonesia. Okay, and you're all from the same school?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're in Malaysia to...
just doing exam. We are doing exam.
Okay.
So we're here in Malacca today. Tomorrow we're in Singapore, and then we go back to PL.
Okay, yeah. Singapore's an expensive place. Yeah, it's very expensive.
Yeah, it's not the same, so it's a bit little. In Malacca, it's already expensive for us.
Yeah. Well, this place is just amazing. I'm trying to tell you about these guys who just interviewed me, but then this just comes past. Hello. What a place. Yes, I've just been interviewed by about 350 Indonesian teenagers. Oh, this looks interesting. The Reggae Cafe Shop Malacca. Peace, love and music. And Bob Marley, obviously. And I just turn a corner and then this bloody thing's right ahead of me. The Church of St. Francis Xavier. It's a cracking place, old Malacca. We're in the Little India part of Malacca now. It's all changed. The atmosphere's completely changed. We could be in a completely different city right now. We have all the typical things that you'll find in Indian shops, whatever they are. And the Indian Bollywood music, the colours. I'm not getting the smells yet. Well, I'm starting to get the smells now. There's not hundreds of restaurants here. It's mainly Indian clothes and all this kind of stuff. I smell the incense. You can see on all these buildings all the way up the side of the river. You've got the street art, but we're too close to it to fully appreciate it. And yeah, I am actually going to do a river cruise up here, but I'm going to do it at night time when it's all lit up. I'm going to walk a bit further up because there seems to be quite a lot going on up here, so I'm going to go and check it out. This looks like a nice little place. Is it a bar? I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, I'm going to turn off here because otherwise I'm just going to end up walking all the way up the river, and I want to do that when I actually do the boat ride. Wow, Arabic cuisine. After looking around Little India for some food and not really feeling it, I've come to an Arabic restaurant and I've gone for lamb okda, O-Q-D-A. That's what this is. Looks really nice, got chips in there as well. I asked for small bread. Bloody good, that food. Really enjoyed it. Glad I only got the small bread though. Imagine what the bloody lounge was like. Now there is a few bars on the river further down. One of them being a reggae bar. Let's just check out this abandoned old building first. Looks like someone lives here. Last time I came up here, there's this place called Tipsy Bridge just on the right, and that was the only place that was open, but now there's a few places. These have got the old reggae going on. 15 for a tiger, and that's going to be a small one, £3 for a small beer. That's the thing about Malaysia. I'm sure it'd get loads more tourists if it wasn't so bloody expensive for a beer. Oh, that's a bit cheeky. Just talking about the bar that I just passed, Tipsy Bridge, and now there's a place called Tipsier Bridge. Bet the original Tipsy Bridge owners weren't happy about that. Look how beautiful Malacca looks when the sun goes down. So I've just had 4 small beers from the reggae bar. They were 13 each. There were 15 at the top, there were 13 there, and I just walked past the place and there were 12. So it seems they get cheaper as you get closer to the main centre of Malacca. Sounds pretty lively, to be honest. lot of drummer over there playing along to Billie Jean.